It was 1968 and my employer, West Farmers, posted me to a new branch in Morawa. It was a hot, windy day as I drove into town. Willy was blowing a dust storm across the gravel car park. It was 102 degrees and I wondered what the hell I'd agreed to. Around the middle of 1971, I was moved to Geraldton. During the 2.5 years that I lived in the town, I had married my sweetheart. I'd spent many nights driving a tractor in odd-shaped circles towing a plough, hoping I could find my car somewhere in the huge paddock when my shift was complete. I'd been roped into taking on the secretary's job for the local agricultural society, and I was no bookkeeper. I learned how to play basketball when the town had a substantial population of mine workers and the competition between the townies and the miners was serious. The whole town would turn out to watch the games on Thursday night and, to my surprise, to watch practice on Tuesday nights. We played cricket on a maltoid pitch in the middle of a gravel oval. The footy team also battled on the same ground, and Eddie the trainer, or water boy, would refresh the players with a concoction that looked suspiciously like red wine. My wife Shirley was snapped up to work in the town's news agency. We lived in an old farmhouse just off the outskirts of town. The gaps in the weatherboard walls were a welcome invitation for the blowflies, and during one heavy storm, one of the rooms in the house rivaled a full-on waterfall. But we were comfortable. We had a roof over our heads, and when we were transferred out to Geraldton in the middle of 1971, we were reluctant to leave a town that we had fallen in love with. Shirley was now pregnant, and we were to move twice more in the next few months, and our firstborn son was subsequently born in Katanning. We travelled through the town in 1979, and though Brett and I have both been through the town a number of times since, for Shirley, this day trip from Dongra in June 2025 would be the first opportunity for her to revisit Morawa for the first time in 46 years.
So 1979, Mum, last time you were here, by the way, because we came up here, Dad, on the way to Kalbarri in the XC.
Now, there's the town over on the right-hand side, Shirley. All of this in here is where the rail sheds and all that sort of thing used to be.
Yes, gotcha. It's all been reconfigured.
Yeah. That hammock was there too, wasn't it?
That's where
What are you doing up here?
that's where Deason's was, wasn't it? Right there.
I think so,
We're
yeah.
going to get out for a walk, Shirley. You can tell us all about it.
That was the grocery store.
Yep.
Yeah. So you used to put your order in, Kirsty, and they'd put it all in a cardboard box for you, and then you'd go and pay for it. And there was a drapery along here.
West Farmers used to
There's
be
the
in there,
drapery. There's the
Yeah,
drapery.
right.
and you used to be in there, didn't you, the news agent?
That's the news agency about there, I think.
Yep.
I used to work in the news agents.
And that used to be the chemist.
Yeah, yeah. The post office.
And Roger Shem,
Yeah.
I met a lady, took her out one night and sitting there talking, she says, oh, she said, the guy that I see, this used to be a Ford dealer once upon a time as well. The guy that I used to see all the time, he said he's an Asian guy, he's a chemist. All he does is talk footy. I said, what's his name? She said, Roger. I said, not Roger Shem. She said, yeah. I said, bloody hell, what a small bloody...
So there was a sort of, it might be in the same spot. There was another supermarket here as well, a little supermarket.
Yeah, well,
So that would have been in there.
well, hang on a minute. Which was Lawson's then? That was Lawson's, wasn't it? Oh, no, it was just Lawson's up in here.
Now this is the old roadhouse, which is now the Wild Bean Cafe, what do you call it? Fucking something or other. Wildflower. So come out that door, the punters could sit there or over here.
Jumping out on the road. Oh, just regular breakfast.
Yeah, we'll here and go for a walk.
In there, I see, righto.
Well,
Coffee lounge. There you go. Food.
oh shit, that's open. And why the bloody hell isn't that open when we're coming through here on tour? I reckon it's new.
Yes, I think
I don't reckon it was here
that,
last
that
year.
signage looks very new to
Yeah.
me.
I think it's a couple that are doing, because they've again been advertising a bit on the Morawa. Seventh of June 2025. This is the main street of Morawa. And out there, that used to be where the goods sheds were and the silos and all that sort of thing. Very hard to find photographs from that time. I'm sitting in front of a shop which currently opens on Saturdays because the Roadhouse closes for weekends. It's open Monday to Friday apparently. The Roadhouse will reopen in July in time for, as they put it in here, the terrorism series season, when the tourists come for wildflowers and that type of thing. So I had a little chat and I bought a coffee and $5 towards the Speedway, which it's being run for. It's a volunteer or a voluntary organisation that are running it. Despite the fact that the town basically has died over the years, it's been kept incredibly clean. From what we've seen so far, we've only just driven into town. All of this through here used to be part of the railway yards, but they've refurbished the place. It's turned it into a garden area. It's really nice. And over on this side of the street here, Shirley used to work in there, and I used to work next door in here, and that used to be West Farmers in the day. That's what it's all about these days. Road trains taking ore and stuff out to Geraldton, up the highway. What's at the hospital? That's medical centre. What's this here?
Emergency.
Emergency, so it's a hospital there. That must be the hospital. Maybe. It's over this side of town.
Yeah, they would have kept the same land, just built
Yeah.
renewed the building.
Maybe Hadley and Sue lived down there.
I know there was a bit of space, open space, wasn't there?
So was this part of the old hospital? Is that the old hospital in there?
Yeah, that looks like the shape. Yeah, the small. A lot more buildings being put up since.
Yeah. And they're all empty.
This one on the right is obviously empty. I assume people just walked away. No, I suppose they would.
Possibly.
Henry worked at West Farmers, and I think you knew of Henry before we came up here.
He and I worked together down in Northern.
Yeah. Anyway, so when I came married to Lauren, came to town, they put us up for a couple of nights before we moved up into the farmhouse. So they were so welcoming, and they had a dear little girl called Jocelyn.
That's
She
right.
was only a little tacker, what, about 2 years old?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I've forgotten about them putting this up, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just get on the video. So we're crossing over to the eastern side of town now, over the rail line.
Where that yellow shed is, there used to be an old hut in there. And that's where I lived for until such times that Shirley came up. And then this house here is where is where the who owned the store at the time, the music store and everything. Anyway, yeah, that's where they were. There used to be a cafe just along here. That was the machinery shop. The machinery centre was in there. And this here used to be Harry Vandenberg, I think his name was. He used to have a cafe in here. And I used to come over here and have a meal at night time quite often.
Cafe, eh, Larry?
Yep.
Right near the pub.
Yep. Johnny Alone used to go to the pub. I used to go to the cafe.
I had one of the weirdest experiences in there at a pub in 2019 I've ever had, and the meal was awful. But we won't judge it on one because they can go back.
Palace lived over this side.
Who? Is the fellas? Yes. Yeah.
So Kirsty, unfortunately, the Sapellis are nice people.
Lovely people.
They lost their daughter to murder. And she was in the Miss Australia quest, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Anne, her name was. She went up to Geraldton or something and...
Went to the drive-in with some friends, didn't like the movie, got out and started walking back to town and never got seen again. When they did find her, she was dead.
so the whole town just...
Everybody turned up at the funeral.
Well, just...
Never been to a funeral that's been any bigger.
I wasn't up here then, but
It was
it
1969.
wasn't too long before I came up, was it? But
It was in the news
She was
5 years ago, cold case.
she and a number of girls used to be on the telephone exchange, and us guys we would ring home and they would plug us through and we'd never get charged for it.
talk forever.
Yeah, never get charged for it. Somehow or other it escaped the system. Right ahead of us is the police station.
Your other camera's not on, by the way.
Oh, it's not either.
So her parents never found out what,
You know,
who did it or whatever. They're long gone now too. So.
Rhonda's still in Perth. She's
She's
been,
still there? Oh, I thought
Yeah,
she died.
no,
Yeah,
no.
Dad had.
Rhonda's there's Colin. Rhonda has been she tried to get the case reopened, and but unfortunately I think the police knew who did it, but they could never nail on the guy. When they finally decided, yeah, we know who it is, and whatever, he was already died, so it was
I
that.
think I thought that died shortly after.
Rhonda she was a daughter, was she?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. She wasn't the mother, no.
No.
You go all the way down here, Larry, to the end.
Yeah, I'm
I've
going
got a
to.
place that I stayed in. It was, again, bizarre. I'll tell you that story when we get down there.
Thanks for telling me about the camera lap. I'll have to do that run again.
Look at the greenhouse. There you go. Oh, nice greenhouse. Good on them for brightening everything up.
We wanted to plant 6 chimneys green next. Teal.
Well,
I need bike shed.
asbestos removal in progress. This is the problem with all these places, of course, is the asbestos. Yeah.
That's the motel there. It's associated with a pub.
Looks neat enough, doesn't it?
It was. I had a look in a room in there. Then we went around the back and tell you the story when we get there.
The drive-in theatre used to be down there. Back in the day.
Well, that's this place, is it?
Sorry?
Is that where it used to be?
The drive-in?
Yeah.
No, it's right down the end here.
To the right.
Right down the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
We never went already, did we?
I'm not sure. I know I went once or twice. Might have been before your time, I don't know.
You got a ride here, Larry.
I'm going to keep going straight on for the moment. I will come back to here. I seem to recall that St. Pelly's were one of these houses just down here. Can't be sure.
No.
But it was,
I think I only went to once to that house.
yeah. Moving the outhouse in this one here.
Really, that's something that's
Yeah, that looks like that or Richter Street. Double streets. Now this is where the mining thing was down this end. Don't take your hands up there, all over. Yeah, it would have been one of those houses back there where they lived.
It's fixed up, right?
Okay, on the right here.
You work on the miners.
I've got a story about this. Talking about bizarre, it was a bizarre weekend. So we pulled into here. This was on. We found it's a combination anyway, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it says reception.
yep.
We pulled in. There was no other car, nothing here. Just stopped for a second. I'll tell you the story. And
Oh, there's a truck there, look at it.
So we went walking the reception, and there's no one around, not a soul. And it goes way back, right? And on the left there, that's a huge kitchen and living area. There's about 5 living areas in there, under one huge area. I've got photos of it. That was unlocked. Everything was unlocked, and there was no caretaker there. No one. So we rang a number that was in the office, a mobile number. This was here with Wendy in 2019. Right, we were doing a wildflower trip, and the owner goes, the lady answers the phone. She goes, "Oh yeah, I'm in hospital in Geraldton, and I've left it all open there, hoping that people will treat it as an honour system." We go, okay, fair enough. What do you want us to do? She says, choose a room anywhere you want and deposit this amount of money into this account and just go for it. And so, okay, this was about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're there, go out the back, have a couple of drinks. There's all sorts of bits and pieces out there. And people start coming in. So we said, yeah, ring this number. And you know, go put your bank, this is what's happening. And we were sort of like quasi administrators for the night. That's when we went to the pub. I told you about that the other day. Yeah. There was heaps of sport on from the AFL cricket, all that sort of stuff. They were sitting there, no music, no TV on, nothing. Just sitting around the bar, hardly even talking to each other. They come back here. There was about 4 couples in there that night, I reckon. The next, you just have the run of the place, really. It was bizarre.
Well, this is the old mining quarters.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's where. This is where a fair percentage of the town actually lived. The population lived down here. Yeah. The airstrip's right down the end on another street.
It's not fun. This is new. But it was better. The only alternative curtains that motel area. So this is where Larry used to come to play basketball.
And cricket.
And cricket. I've got a video of 9 there. What a good video.
Except when we did it, we played on the red grass.
Out in the open.
Oh, the courts were actually right, but when we played cricket, it was on the red grass. It was.
Oh, we're going to pay to get in and see the footy, do we?
Oh, there's something happening down here, isn't there? Oh, right,
And did not go down that way, yeah.
there's a football game on, so. But the oval there, back in the day, that was all gravel. And those club rooms and everything there, they weren't there at the time.
It's gonna think you're sneaking in. You're coming up again.
I'll wander over and tell him.
Oh, I'm just doing a Yui. So, that's what it's about.
It's all the drive through.
They bring your own. There. So unfortunately we can't go in there at the moment because they've decided they're going to play a football match. Which is most discourteous of them. Gold depot. I think our gas depot was in there. I think it was. Burton Street. If you enjoyed this video, you might like to check out this video, or maybe browse this playlist. There are now over 800 videos just like these on this channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and we'll let you know when the next video is available. If you liked this video, hit the like button, comment, and feel free to share with your friends. Thanks for watching.